This is C. Murray. Welcome to The Last of Us Left Behind DLC video walkthrough. I do not recommend playing this without having first beaten the campaign of the original Last of Us. This is a prequel, but however, I don't believe that it can live up to its full potential as DLC without experiencing the story that occurred afterwards. So definitely finish The Last of Us if you haven't. You shouldn't be even obtaining this DLC if you haven't completed the campaign. And this isn't so much a DLC full of gameplay. I mean, it is a game and you will be doing movements, and there are scenarios that are very similar to the original campaign, but this is very different. It separates itself and is very story driven. And we focus a lot more on Ellie, and I will be playing this on Survivor. This is a first time playthrough, so I have beaten The Last of Us on hard, then I played it again on Survivor, and I wanted to do Survivor Plus, but never got around to it. So I got into this DLC, and I said, well, I've already beaten on Survivor, I can dive right in, and it's not very long. That's the only critique I think I have on this. It's I wish it could have been longer, especially since this is our only DLC, but the game was so great that we're lucky to get anything extra. So it starts off with a recap here. So right here now, it's pretty much spoiler alert, so you don't want to be playing this DLC unless you finish the campaign. Still great though. By all means, I'm not degrading the DLC or degrading it in any way, shape, or form or fashion.
I think we're safe. Joel?
God, just watching this makes me want to turn the campaign on and finish Survivor Plus to get them final trophies. Because I wanted to max out all the weapons and skills and everything, and you can't do that on Survivor. On your first playthrough, it's not possible. There's just not enough items to collect. Okay, here we go. Chapter 1 begins.
I totally got this. Alright, now where the fuck do I go?
Now, bear with me, the beginning, it doesn't take too much time, about a minute or two, but it's been a few months since I played, so I was just getting the controls down, making sure I had everything under control still. Because I've recently been finally played through The Walking Dead Season 1. I played through all the seasons. Well, Season 1 and Episode 1 of Season 2, but finally finished the game, not the Telltale game, and such an amazing game. It really is. It's a whole different experience. It's more of like that's what it is. It's less of a game and more of an experience on a video game platform. And then I've been playing the Wolf Among Us, which is great as well. I recommend both. But here we are, so searching for medical supplies for Joel, picking up right in the middle of the campaign. So it's part prequel, part in the middle of the original campaign. And we do back and forth flashbacks.
Weston's pharmacy. That's so
So we're going to go into this pharmacy here, collect some items. Now, granted, I can't speak for... Oh, make sure you pick up this brick. Granted, you'll be needing it. You'll see. Granted, I can't speak for any of the other modes of the game, or like, for instance, hard or anything, because I played this one time through, and it was on Survivor. So, from what I'm aware, there's no items for us to pick up here except for the needed note. collectible, which my aim was to get 100% collectibles on the first playthrough, but I missed like two, I think. Two hidden ones. I know where they are. I went back
Of course.
and got them. So this is 100% it now. So if I remember, I will point you in the right direction. But I spent some time here searching around because I played this through without a walkthrough or anything, just blind-eyed, and it's not hard, folks. It's definitely doable. They clearly wanted you to just have the experience, and they had more to say. This is them saying we have a little more to say, and we can't tell them that without giving them a few scares and lickers, or lickers. Resident Evil 2 coming back, but yeah, there's some clickers that you'll have to deal with. No bloaters, but clickers, which is enough since on Survivor your ammunition is very, very minimal, and you learn to survive by the knife. I do wish it was longer, because I found it fun with the minimal ammo. Looks like I'm having trouble finding. So here's the note you need, the collectible. Has the combination to the shed that's around the corner outside. 35, 30, 31. You don't have to focus on remembering that because it's auto. I mean, you automatically unlock it. Alright, so that door is locked. And you see, ooh, the medical supplies. How do we get inside? Maybe the combination on the note. Who knows? So we are going to leave and enter the pharmacy door. And as I was playing this, the very first thing I wanted to do, so anxious, was like go back and play the campaign all over again, because this game holds up. It's an amazing game. One of my favorite of the century. The generation, I should say. And Ellie's not wearing her gas mask because, as we all know, she is immune. So the spores will not bother her. These environments, though, I mean, do such a great job with the architecture and texturing. We're looking for the pharmacist.
God, yuck.
There he is.
Don't come to life. Nothing. Key. Okay. Oh, fuck. God damn.
There's a note for you.
All right. Key. Pharmacy. Let's do it.
Seemed like a good guy. I didn't recognize the beard on him, but I don't believe he had much of a face. Think about me while I'm off. I'll be missing you, but not too much, Lara. Alright, let's get out of here. And this is where you need that brick. Because as you can see, we are bone dry. So our friend, the clicker here, is waiting for us. And if you remember from the original campaign, we are able to toss a brick at him and shiv him, but I knife him, I guess. So he's stunned, take him down. I was a little slow on the move, and we're lucky to pick up alcohol, which I think I'm only able to make one Molotov this entire DLC playthrough, maybe two if I'm lucky. But I was not able to create anything other than that. No shivs or anything, so I don't even know she had the ability to. Yes, it's true. The search continues. Luckily, as we know, Joel makes it.
A military helicopter.
So we kind of lose that suspense of what's going to happen to Joel.
Hang in there, Joel.
So if you stopped, I guess, right where Joel was impaled, then maybe you could get away with playing this DLC without seeing the ending. But I feel like you should just play through the whole thing. I mean, I don't see how you could own The Last of Us and not have finished it by now. And I was actually talking to a buddy of mine who didn't like the game at all. And I found that to be incredible to me. I don't see how you could not like this game. It was my favorite game that came out on the PlayStation 3 by all means, if not all three consoles. And I even get stalled up doing my commentary because I just enjoy watching it so much. I'm engaged. I've played through this. I've edited this video. I'm rewatching it after I've already played it and edited it, and now the way I record is I record it as playing, put it on my computer, throw it into my editing program, edit the video, and then once I have it all honed down, then I record my commentary track. I'm not sure if that's the normal process of the editing, but this is my first video walkthrough. But not my first time video editing, not my first time video game recording. But this is my first video walkthrough, so bear with me, and I appreciate you for lasting this long. I promise each chapter will get better as it goes. And if the results are well, I'll continue this. And if the results aren't well, I'll continue this because I just like this. Here's another collectible, but it's part of the story. You can't miss it. I don't even believe you can progress without it. And as you can see, I think we have one medical pack. I don't even remember if that's what they call it in this game, but I don't use it. I never did. I don't use it on Survivor. I mean, you're dead in 2 hits max anyway, so, and especially when you're dealing with the clicker, there's not much you can do. So I just never bothered. Just die and reset, or don't die. It's just plain and simple. Wasting time trying to build med supplies it's just a waste of resources in Survivor mode. So this chapter's almost done. We just need to get out of this rubble, pick up some items back here, some explosives, I think scissors, yep, there we go. Some parts, no parts. No new equipment, nothing special. You're not going to walk out of here with a flamethrower in this. Sorry to let you down. It's just going to be you, a knife, a handgun, and if you're lucky, a Molotov, which comes in such handy later. So be sure to conserve everything. Use the knife if you have to, whenever you can. Stealth when you have to. But that's it for this chapter. All we have to do is jump over this railing here at the bottom. So thank you for listening. And take care.
Here we go.